The playoffs are right around the corner, and we are one game away from a four-peat with the Hartford Yard Goats. Unfortunately, the Dodgers have won enough games to all but eliminate our hopes and dreams at an NL West tile. That'll have to be for next year. The drought continues, a never-ending, lasting drought of the only team in baseball, well, only one of two teams in baseball to have not won a division title yet. That other team being the Marlins. With that being said, there is still something to play for, even if our team is no longer in contention for a division title. There's awards. Lots and lots of awards. Nolan Jones and Brendan Doyle are going blow for the batting title, although I think at this point it's Nolan Jones to claim. Though Doyle deserves his flowers, he had a very good season. He improved upon his season from last year, at least in some cases. More hits, better on base percentage, better slugging, better on base plus slugging, and just as many plate appearances. He improved on home runs. His RBIs have decreased, however, but he's improved in walks. The only downgrades this year are his RBIs, strikeouts, and stolen base totals. He regressed in those categories. Still, a 25-25 season is nothing to scoff at. I'm pretty happy with the way things are. He's also improved on doubles, triples, hits, runs, and less at-bats than last year. So yeah, he definitely got better this year. That's as a result. And that's one thing for sure. The other award to go for is Eckert's Rookie of the Year season. I don't think he's going to play in another game at this rate, but I don't think he's going to lose it. He should be the third Rocky in a row to win Rookie of the Year. I think it should be locked up. I don't think Cole Henry and Gordon Gracefo, who has stolen the third spot, someone else had been in that role for a while now. I don't think anyone's going to take it from Eckert. I think the NL Rookie of the Year is unanimous. In fact, I think both are unanimous. Campbell's been in first place forever, and only now has Reggie Holloway lost that second place position, stolen by Tim Elko, who is a 29-year-old first baseman. Hey, good for that, man. He's finally at the show, so can't be mad at that. And good on Christian Campbell. He should be an elite infielder for many years to come. Hopefully, I would absolutely be fine if it's in Boston. So that way, not only does he not leave the Red Sox for a National League team, but it would be pretty cool to put him on the banners for a potential Red Sox Rockies World Series one day. That would be pretty fun. If they have the money to pay for him, of course. I want to go back to the NL though. So we have Eckert, and Nolan Jones is in contention for not just the batting title, but the Hank Aaron Award. Although I would say the Hank Aaron should go to someone like Will Smith or even Kyle Tucker. I think they're giving it to Nolan because his bat has been a huge, impactful one. If you look at his season statistics, compare them to Will Smith's, and they're just slightly better in those categories, and I think that's why they're giving it to him. That's my only explanation as to why he's in first place for the batting title and the Hank Aaron Award. But I think Will Smith and Kyle Tucker are deserving of that way more, if I'm being honest. I think with that in mind, I will make an exception. Will Smith and Kyle Tucker deserve a +2 potential this time. Again, I'm only saying that because I think they're much more deserving of the award than Jones. I think the Hank Aaron should go to someone who is crushing the ball for home runs, and both are well past Will's. Both of them are well better than Jones this year in terms of home run hitting. National League, I might make an exception as well for the. I've said the National League. I meant the American League. I'm gonna make an exception as well for the American League because Gunnar Henderson and Rafael Devers. They both are 99, however. So there's really no. Obviously, you can't go higher than 99 in the game. But yeah, both have been really good batters this year, and they both would be deserving of something similar. But I think it's going to be Jordan's to win. He has 50 home runs on a shitty Astros team. He'll win it back to back. Now for the Gold Gloves. Lodolo went from the Cardinals? I believe he started in St. No, he was a St. Louis. Yeah, he was a St. Louis this year. Or no, he was. Yeah, he wasn't in Cincinnati anymore. He was in St. Louis, and then he got traded to the Mets. Michael Toglia is in contention for Gold Glove at first base. He has more putouts than Tyler Black, and more. Well, he doesn't have as many assists. I don't think he's gonna win it though. But we do have Nicky Lopez, and he is in first place for that Gold Glove at first place for second base. Gold Glove. He is a contract. He is a contract year this year, and he's certainly putting in the work for it. Owen Miller is actually in second place for third base. I was hoping his fielding would increase, but it's looking like it's stagnated at 76. He could start next year at third base and then platoon for first base because I don't think I'll need him at second. Thing is I want Dwayne Roth on the show next year if possible, but he still has a very low fielding rating. At least low to me. It's like in the mid 50s. Nolan Jones is actually in contention for Gold Glove in left field, but he's got a lot of ground to make up, and I don't think that's going to be possible. Churio's been the best by far. We also have Brendan Doyle for Gold Glove in center field. He hasn't won it throughout the series. Not since 2024, but it's not looking like it's going to be this year either. Silver Sluggers. CJ Abrams has taken the first spot from Yoshida. Honestly, that's okay. If CJ wins the award in a contract year, that's good for him. I figured Will Smith would be the Silver Slugger at catcher. Julio is slated to win the Silver Slugger again for first base. He would do it back to back. That'd be pretty cool. I gotta say, Rocchio's season has been very up and down. His home run hitting has stagnated throughout the month. He has stayed at 20 for a while now. But his RBI total has jumped to 88. He could end the year with 90. That'd be pretty cool. And then there's Juan Soto for outfield Silver Slugger 1, Kyle Tucker for outfield Silver Slugger 2, and Ronald Acuna for 3. Kind of weird that Nolan Jones is not in contention for either of these. I'm thinking it's a bias towards his lower RBI and home run total compared to the main three. But at the very least, he will get a +1 to his potential for Silver Slugger, being in the contention for it. Yeah, Jordan is for MVP. Reagan's is for Cy Young. More surprise. It might be a close race considering Rodriguez has a better record than Reagan's. There's Jordan for the batting title. Kate Smith for the reliever of the year. Man, he was reliever of the year in a year where the Guardians are not making the playoffs. Starting to think they need to trade him for coup value. That might be something they need to consider. We went over Campbell for Rookie of the Year in the American League. Yoran for the Hank Aaron in the American League. Reagan's for Gold Glove. Jonah Heim for Gold Glove at catcher. Mountcastle for Gold Glove at first base. Zach Geloff for second base. Michael Garcia for third base. And Volpe for shortstop. Riley Green for Gold Glove left field. Jacob Young for Gold Glove in center field. And Josh Lowe for Gold Glove in the right field. Silver Sluggers are as follow: Matt Vierling, William Contreras, Spencer Torkelson at first base, Brandon Lowe at second base, Rafael Devers at third, Gunnar at shortstop, Jordan, Julio, and Brent Rooker each for Silver Slugger outfield. Those are the award races. So with Nolan Jones in as many positions for awards right now, there is still something to play for. And as I mentioned last night, we did beat the Seawolves in Game 1, stormed back in the 9th inning to steal the game, and now we have a chance to clinch on the 25th. So we'll see what we can do there. As for the start, Dennis Eckert, not going to give him a lot of playing time. He does not need to. It's not imperative for him to play the entire game. Yeah, we'll leave it as that. Eckert will probably only pitch maybe 3 innings. The reason why is because the postseason is right around the corner. I'm not certain which day our series against the Giants will start. So, I don't want to have him out there for too long. I need him for game 1. I want him and Chase out there for either game 1 or game 2. And in the case of game 1, if we win game 1, that is, I can use my other pitchers for game 2. Reserve Chase. So if we manage to beat the Giants in the first round, we advance, we play the Dodgers. I want to start Chase for game 1 and sort of take control of the series. I want him to have the reins for game 1. Because that wasn't him last season. So, like I said, there is still something to play for. Even with the Padres being out of the playoff picture, they can still play for a better record, a more improved record. So, we still need to fight and finish the year strong. 98 wins should be the most. If we can win the last 2 of the series, they will be the most games ever won in Rockies history. I gotta say, it is probably really annoying that Michael King did as good as he did this year, just for it to result in no playoffs. An 83-win season, no playoffs.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. An NL West matchup on the show. It's the San Diego Padres going up against the Colorado Rockies. We have an
I do not want to hear this. I'll let the commentary play for the final game of the season. Sun sets on another regular season for baseball. Very fitting. It is actually hilarious. We have done what the Padres couldn't and steal their shine. And what I'm referring to is being the team that can contend with LA, beat the Dodgers. That's everyone's goal in the division. Fuck the Dodgers, beat the Dodgers. We are about to steal the thunder of the Padres. Steal their mojo, steal their entire existence at this point. It's actually crazy how we've stolen their thunder. All right, Dennis. Need you to get out there for one last game in the regular season. Perform well. We'll head to the postseason where you start game 1. That is not how I want your last start to go. That sucks. Then again, he is a lefty, so. Not yet, not yet. We'll give it some time. Yep, he's hittable. That's really, really shitty. And I'm kind of annoyed. Padres failed to do this probably all season long until now. Now they finally have put together a good month. It's too little too late. Alright, everyone. Sorry about that. I have a new job, and my employer needed to need to talk to them about starting. My first day is and what time I can get in. Anyways, we're back. We're not so bad. Man, y'all got fucking Yanya Diaz and Lawrence Butler in separate trades with Houston, and it didn't do much. It really tells me that it was probably their bullpen that killed them. I want to look through their season. I want to look through the season and take notes on what exactly killed their postseason ambitions. Because I'm pretty sure it's gonna say their runs scored versus runs allowed are really close. I'm gonna be very confident in that. Like, fuck, he had a career high in RBIs and they still couldn't make the playoffs. It had to have been the pitching. All those batters just for the pitching to falter. Everyone behind Michael King sucked. This man had any sort of support. This man might have been a contender for the Cy Young this season. Eh. Eight home runs in the last month. Diabolical. Damn it. Terrible. I need to move Rocchio further back in the lineup. My question is, who do I swap him out with? Yeah, shit like that, man. That's really unfortunate. If he had power behind his bat, he would crush a lot of these pitches. Missed.
One ball, two strikes.
Leading off for the Rockies, the first baseman,
That's a ball.
That was the pitch, though. There's gonna be some shit down the plate. Oh, look at that. The O's have clinched their 4th consecutive AL East title. Good on them. That means it's going to be Yankees and Red Sox in the wild card series? Yes, please. I am absolutely in love with that outcome. Damn. Damn, that's a double. Or not. Ain't it?
One ball, two strikes. Two balls, two strikes.
He's keeping everything low. Yep, Jazz is an issue. Imagine if he didn't pick the fucking Padres, though. Not sure what these guys are trying to be hyped about. They are going to miss the playoffs, though.
That's ball three. Ball four. Take your base.
Now batting, the first baseman, Luis Arias.
Let's go, Rockies!
That's ball two. Two balls, one strike.
Runner, he's going, he's going. He's out.
I was struggling to collect the ball. I didn't have a choice.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jackson.
That's a ball. Ball.
For that, the catcher, Yiner Diaz.
Mm.
Ball two.
Yeah, nothing high. Only fastballs up.
Aye. 2-2 the count.
So, I don't think this game is going to improve his odds to winning Rookie of the Year, but he should win it regardless.
Ball.
Nope, that's piss.
He's out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Nicky Lopez.
Outside, that's a ball.
Got him.
The center fielder, number 9, Brenton Doyle.
I don't know why I swung.
Out.
Leading off for San Diego, the left field number 4, Butler. Now pitching for the Rockies, number 48, Mason Montgomery.
One ball, two strikes. Ball. Three.
Now back the third baseman, Manny Machado.
Let's go, Rockies!
Ball, that's high.
Damn it.
Now back the shortstop, Máximo Acosta.
I'm gonna need Mason to play at least 2 innings, 2.5 maybe, or an inning and a half. Was this inning, and it's gonna be next inning, 5th. If you can get through the 6th, that's enough. Really?
The first baseman, number 4, Michael.
You bitch. These niggas are tryhards. Now they try to be competitive when their season's over. Like, how come you couldn't beat the Stros, man? You might have still had a shot at the postseason if you don't lose 2 of 3.
Jr.
One ball, two strikes. Three.
Up next for the Padres, the right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr.
Let's go, Rockies!
That ball's foul.
I actually would disagree. That should have been a base hit. Yeah, that's why I said keep the ball out here, Mason. Thank you. Wrong spot.
Leading off for the Rockies, the third baseman, Miller.
He's out.
Oh, yeah, I did move him over. Like I thought. We'll use him for the final game of the season.
Ball that's outside.
There's not much I can do about that.
Leading off for the Padres, the center fielder, number 3.
I have no answer right now from Michael King. Can't find the spot.
One ball, two strikes.
Well, Mason did his thing. Now we just need to keep it going.
Ball two. Two balls, two strikes.
All right, man.
We got full count.
Yeah, wear out his arm. See if I care.
The batter, number 6, second baseman, Rocky. Roseman.
See, that always happens, and yet nobody gets hurt. I don't know if they need to have a low durability or something. That always happens. Nobody gets hurt. I think Nicky Lopez just recorded 1,000 hits.
Now batting, center fielder, Brenton.
Yeah, we know.
Now pitching for San Diego,
Oh yeah, fucking near 4.5.
Ron Marinaccio.
Garnacio with a 4.5 ERA. I can see why they were struggling. Yeah, that was his 1,000th hit. No, no celebration, no standing ovation. Career hit 1,000, and that's just it. Good, I guess. You really kidding me?
The shortstop, Ryan Rocchio.
One ball, two strikes.
You kidding me?
Now pitching for the Rockies, number 64, Justin.
Two straight.
Let's go, Rockies!
Yep, that ball went out.
Come on, Rockies.
Three.
Now that shortstop Massimo Acosta.
Let's go, Rockies!
He's out.
The batter number 13, second base, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Let's go, Rockies!
Hey. One ball, two straight. Hey.
Now pitching for the Padres, number 64, Tony Sandion.
Out.
The left fielder, number 22,
Two one. Ball two.
now pitching for the Rockies, number 50, Adrian Morejo.
That's a ball.
Let's go, Rockies!
Shit like that is so bullshit, dude. The ball was in play. In fact, no, it was. No, it was 1 out. Yeah, he called him out. Oh, it never touched the turf. Okay. Never hit the ground. I see.
Nope, that's the ball.
Bullshit.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Let's go, Rockies!
I got 3 and 2.
Bitch, are you for real? Thank you. Jesus.
Now pitching for San Diego, number 53, Alex Estevez.
Ball, that's outside.
That's piss.
Now back, the designated hitter, Robert Baca.
Time, that ball bounced over. 2 bases.
About goddamn time. Are you fuck? There comes a point when you realize you're too late on the pitch. You just gotta let it through. Can't foul everything off. Especially if it's a 1-1.
Aye. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
You bitch. What can I say? This man is a bitch. Umpire.
Ball, that's inside.
I'll take it.
He's out.
I was gonna let him get on base anyways. Get that double play in and out. Olia, Jones, and Miller. Great group to get us back in this one.
Number 56, Jeremiah Estrada. Leading off for the Rockies, the first baseman, Michael Solia.
Two balls, one strike.
That is really hard to gauge, man. Holy fuck. All that was is a slider. So if he runs in, that's run number 2, meaning that Nolan Jones will be the next guy. He'll be the tying run.
Two balls, two strikes.
Now batting, third baseman, Owen Miller.
One ball, two strikes. Ball, action time.
You fucking kidding me?
Now batting, the right fielder, Yee.
Damn. Whatever, man. All Eckert had to do was not give up 3 runs in 3 innings, man. He did just that. I seriously gotta dip with these strikeouts, man. This is ridiculous. Alright, so the final day of the regular season. The only spot left is the third wildcard spot. The final wildcard spot, it currently is held by the Phillies. If they lose and Pittsburgh wins, it's a two-way tie. If possible, it could result in a game 163 to determine who gets the final wildcard spot. That would be pretty interesting. From the looks of it, the National League has generated 4 90-win teams, and the Brewers have secured the second seed, which means the Mets must host a wildcard game or a wildcard series. We saw the O's clinch the AL East, and we know the Sox, Yankees, and Blue Jays are all in, which knocks everyone else out, which means literally the last playoff spot left is the third and final wildcard spot in the National League. In terms of playoff formatting, Mariners will be hosting a wildcard series while the Royals get to take the first series off. They'll get a break, a little vacation. So I'm just gonna sim. I want to just sim ahead to the Phillies game. All these are irrelevant. To be honest, they would definitely put this on national television. Fucking old ass Kyle Schwarber. Still hitting Schwarber bombs, it looks like. The fact that they played Trey Turner and he's worn out entirely, bro, that just tells me their management sucks. This fucking mediocre, man, if this mediocre ass team makes it to the World Series, I'm crashing out. I'm gonna fucking lose it. Of all the teams to probably make it to the World Series, this is the team I don't want to see. I think it would be hilarious. This failed window. But that's gonna boil down to this. Nah, fuck it. We're not putting this on. We're not putting any commentary on because we're not gonna watch the game for long anyways. A huge game, man. This is the big one. The one to finish. All they have to do is win this game and they are in. Should they lose and Pittsburgh wins their match, later in the stream, we will get a tie for the final wildcard spot, and it could result in a 163rd. We'll have to see, though. I see Philly has already caused one error. That's cool. Christopher Sanchez is playing great on the mound. Finally, Philly.
That's ball four. Three. You're out. Ball four. Take your base. Three. 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 Three.
Wrong one. That's a base hit. The tying run will now be at home plate, and the Nats don't have a single out yet. Oh boy, Josh Hader. He's out. Hader's on the loose. Man, Logan Gilbert's first year in the National League, and he just cooked all his way to a potential Cy Young. It would be so cool here if Bo Bichette hits this. Knocks this bitch home. Ties the game. That works too. 2 runners on. No outs yet. Dude, stop swinging. Come on. Hit this bitch and give the Nationals the lead. Come on. Or you can just do that again. That's cool. This is for the last wildcard spot, baby. Not for the Nats, but for Philly. You bum. Motherfucker swung at everything. If he lays off 2 of these pitches, man, it's a 3-1 count, or at least a 3-2 count. That ball looked like it phased through his bat. Belnan Celestin. Again, swinging for no reason. Bro got my type of disease, where you just have to swing at everything. I gotta say though, I do hate the current Nationals jerseys. I don't know why we changed them. Now you're down to your final out. Philly is 1 out away from a postseason berth. Despite everything wrong with this damn team, they have a chance. So trash. Just swinging at everything. You guys are getting packed up by a lefty. Fucking lock in. That's a run. The game is now 1. The run difference is now 1. They're taking Hader out. Holy shit. Taking him out for a righty. Stalmont, who arguably who's been better in terms of lowering his ERA than Hader. Stalmont looks to send the Phillies to the postseason. He'll be batting against lefty Drew Milas. Stalmont throws. Fouls that one off. He'll do it again. The count is 2-2. Nats down to the last out. Stalmont ready to throw. Sends it. Strikes him out! The hunt for a Red October lives on for at least 2 more games. The Phillies back in the playoffs. Philly wins again. And march on to October baseball. The playoffs are now set. The wild card series, Philly will go on the road to play their division rival Mets. And the Colorado Rockies will be hosting the San Francisco Giants. They got it real close, man. Jesus. They made that way closer than it has to be. Pittsburgh misses the playoffs after making the postseason last year as the 3rd division winner. Which literally means that their game is now irrelevant. And they won the game anyways. Missing the playoffs by a game, you hate to see it. The season, time to sunset the season. I'm gonna have Hassad start this one. Whoever plays is not really relevant. We're gonna let the bench come in. Need to give some guys the day off. I'm gonna have Jones sit up. I don't think I'll play this full game. I don't really have a need to now. Live from Coors Field, the regular season finale is here. The Rockies host the San Diego Padres. Starting the game for this one, Javier Assad. And in this case, they don't really have their 5th starter locked up right now. Carlos Rodon's DFA got him ineligible for the playoffs. And they decided to let Sean Sullivan sit out for the postseason. Wait for him to come up next year. Alright, here we go. Commentary voice done. Got the bench out here full today. Giving the starters, the main key players a day off. a chance to catch their breath, get some rest, and we'll go strong into the postseason. Not really with a lot of momentum.
No, that's a ball.
Luis Arias.
Runner.
Be safe.
Oh. Two balls, two strikes.
Batting fourth, the center fielder, number 3, Jackson Merrill.
Let's go, Rockies!
Be able to get 2 innings out of Javier. Take him out. Bring in someone else. Take him out. Bring in someone else for 2 innings. I mean, take them out.
Leading off for the Rockies, the designated hitter,
I love Yoshida. I love his bat. He's really just a full DH at this point. And we should have people that can sub in at any time to field. If that makes sense. That's why I'm not really comfortable extending him. If I give him a contract extension, it's a pay cut, but the term will be longer. If I pay him for 1 year, he'll be getting around $10 million. And that I'm not really trying to do.
Nope, I'll do.
Thing is with Lopez, his bat has dipped a bit this season. But the difference between him and Yoshida needs to hit to field or to be impactful. His fielding options are limited. He can only play left field, and his fielding's regressed significantly. And then when looking at Lopez, his value comes from not solely his bat. He's still very good at fielding. His reaction's solid, and he's about to win his second Gold Glove since being traded to the Rockies. That's why I'm more comfortable bringing Lopez back. Similar issue though is he probably will only be back for a year.
Runner, yes,
but I could bring him back for at least a 2-year contract. Maybe around 5 or 6 million. And he'll share more reps next season with Amador. He'll slowly be transitioning out. I think his peak will be this, a 3-year span of contending for the Gold Glove. And that's not bad. That's not bad at all, I think. I think a 3-year peak for him here in Colorado after being traded. He was a mere role player with Chicago. Comes over here and immediately becomes an impactful player. Gets 1 Gold Glove, is in contention for a 2nd Gold Glove. And now entering next season, which will be his 4th full year with the team. 26, 27, 28. Yeah, 2029 will be his 4th full year as a Rocky. I think it just makes sense that he needs to share reps with Rocchio. Way more than what he did this season. I think every other game, Rocchio should be... not Rocchio, Amador. They've been splitting a lot of reps together this season, with Amador coming out as a DH against righties and lefties at times. I think now, next season, we should see Amador start way more at 2nd, playing next to Rocchio.
2-2.
I am curious about and considering Glenn Allen Hill Jr., Julio Carreras. I would like to see them at the show. I think that would be pretty meaningful. They were huge for the first 2 to 3 seasons with the Yard Goats. At least Glenn Allen Hill, this was his first full year in AAA. And then next year he'll be reunited with his homeboy Juan Guerrero. They were a dynamic duo for our infield with the Yard Goats for the first 3 seasons. At least I would hope. If I have to, Guerrero could be dropped to Double A.
That's the ball.
Anyways.
Nope, that's high. Looking good, Rockies. Take your base.
Batting eighth, the designated hitter, Jake Cronenworth.
Let's go, Rockies!
Ball 2.
Thank you, Assad. That should do it.
Timeout.
Yeah, we have a shit ton of options to work with this off season. I'll have to see what teams offer for certain players, but I would definitely like to bring Lopez back.
Ball 2.
Nope, shouldn't have swung.
Batting seventh, the third baseman,
Brother, he ain't winning MVP. Calm down.
He's out.
He will be thrown out of first, though. Man, Xander Bogaerts really fooled the Padres into that fat contract, man. That's crazy.
Leading off with the Padres, the third baseman, Manny Machado.
I'm actually curious, how much longer is this contract for? Oh, I guess I missed him. Whoa! Why are you paying him till 2033? To be fair, he had already signed there in 2023, so. But no, that's a shit contract. Why the fuck would you give him that kind of term? That might have been from. He might have been able to get away with it because of Peter Seiler's desire to win a World Series. Oh, I forgot to take him out. Shit. I guess we'll have his loose. We'll give him a loose leash or a tight leash then.
That's three.
Up next for the Padres, the second baseman, John Chicken Jr.
Damn, really? I'm honestly tempted next season to just never let Jazz Chisholm see the ball. I'll just walk him every time. This kind of damage against lefties and righties to me is unacceptable.
One ball. Two strikes.
Fuck.
The batter, the first baseman, Luis Arias.
That's a ball.
Don't miss any of these goddamn sliders. What? Bro. That's not on you, Carly. Carly? Charlie. Fucking hell. I'm messing up on my players' names now. Incredible. Really?
The batter, number 7. Designated hitter, Masataka. Yoshida.
Whoa. Ball 3. Ball 4.
The batter, number 2. Second baseman, Ana Amador.
Let's go, Rockies!
God damn it. Sorry about that. Had to check on my cat. He was yapping. I was probably crying for food even though he got lunch like 2 hours ago.
Leading off with the Padres, the center fielder, Captain Merrill.
That's cool. Like I said, I really wasn't trying to play this whole game. We'll see how many more I'll go before just heading into the postseason. Again, this game at this point has reached irrelevancy. We've already reached a win total of 96. That's the most in Rockies history. Only season better was their 2009 year where they went 91 and 75 or some stat line. I'll have to check. But they won 91 games and that was like the most they ever won in a season. I was really getting used to Montgomery throwing people out, striking people out. Hasn't surrendered too many runs. He needs to get better in low leverage situations before I really go out and say, yep, he's good. Throw him out there in a 1-1 game in the bottom of the ninth. You know, throw him out there with bases loaded. He'll be fine. I definitely enjoyed seeing Lawrence Butler in a Padres uniform, the several games we've played against them. But he'll be off to greener pastures this offseason. I don't think they're bringing him back. He was a rental. Fucking ridiculous how all that work just to all that work to start the year, all the acquisitions at the deadline, and you still came up short for a playoff berth. Came up short by like 3 games. It's whack. That should be a home run. There it is. That is only the second home run Esteury Ruiz has hit as a Colorado Rocky. He now reaches 8 on the year. Hopefully he can bring this momentum into the postseason. We can certainly use it. See, those he's putting too much power behind them. They're hanging in the air for too long. Needs less power. There we go. Might as well try for third. One of the few times a Tolley triple. Only his second on the year. Bro, Luis Arias, bro, is hauling ass. I've never seen that man hustle faster in my life. Look at this, look at this. Where do you think you're going? Why is he chasing him? Bro, this is a great camera angle. Holy shit. He looks like he's bro, Arias wearing those sunglasses. Just put him in a cop uniform, bro. Tolio looks like he's running from the popos. Look at that shit. That is hilarious. Damn it. All right, we took the lead. Little pop up from Zach. Damn. Look at that. The best division in baseball. And that is the proof right there. 101 wins, 96 wins, 91 wins, 84 wins, 81 wins. Oh, look at that. I said that Arizona should finish the year around 500. And they did just that. It's not even a case of, oh, you need to be better than some other team. You mostly just got to be better than the teams in your division. That's what happened. If Arizona was just a smidgen better than the Padres and the Giants, a smidgen better than the Padres, and much better than the Giants, they would have been the third team. Zach Jackson back at the show. He hasn't been here since 2026. We have 2 outs. I'll pitch to him. We have 2 outs after all. But in any other situation, we're not going to let this happen. That actually worked out.
Leading off for the Rockies, the right fielder, Joey.
Two balls, two strikes. Three balls, two strikes.
God damn it.
One
The
ball.
zone does not pass top of his head.
That's the ball.
There. Next season, my goal for Harry is to have a high on-base percentage. Shit like that, though, is not going to help. I seriously got to get faster with these pitches. You see it in swing. You see where it's going to locate. You're locate. I'm like locating. That's the great. The annoying thing is I'm able to locate the ball. I'm not swinging fast enough. And that's the problem. See? That's what I need to do every time. Yoshida will make it on extra bases. Too early. That would have been a home run, probably.
That's the ball. 2-2.
Oh, that was in the zone. Yeah, good move.
Count's full.
Not good enough.
That's 3. Ball. 2 balls. 2 strikes. 3 balls. 2 strikes.
Damn, Charlie. Completely missed it.
For the Rockies, number 50, Adrian.
No, he's safe.
Two and one.
You gotta be kidding me. Unbelievable. Let's have some fun now, because there could be big changes that they need to make this offseason. The way they're doing things in San Diego haven't worked for 2 years now. You've gone big game hunting for several years, getting Machado, Xander Bogaerts, Chisholm. None of that is accumulated in a postseason berth. I don't think they've made the playoffs once in this series. If they have, it was probably in 25, and they haven't been back since.
Leading off for the Rockies, the Century.
We got time.
Too high.
Number one, E26.
Ball two. Two balls, one strike. Two balls, two strikes.
God damn, man.
You're out.
No way I couldn't hit anything off of Matsui. There's no fucking way. .306 ERA, I guess isn't bad. 308. Did I say that? I said 306. Maybe it's 306 now because you got those outs.
The back, number 9, designated hitter, Jake Cronenworth.
Close. Oh. Yeah, let's challenge it then. Let's see just how strong that arm of Rokio is.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Rockies are challenging the previous flag.
Oh yeah, he's out.
Upon video review, the call change at first base has been overturned and the batter ruled out. Pitching for the Rockies,
Wrong move.
You're out.
Why the fuck did I swing at that?
One ball.
If I made contact with that, that might have been a home run. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
You're out.
I didn't think we would just go in and out like that, man. Fuck.
Number 56. Randy Williamson.
Let's go, Rockies!
You're out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Captain Merrill.
He's out.
Up next for the Rockies, the right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr.
Come on, Rockies.
What are you gonna do?
Now batting, catcher, Luis Campusano.
Let's go, Rockies! Here we go, defense! Strike him out! Sit him down! Punch him out! Punch him out! Wait a minute! Strike him out!
That works.
Now pitching for San Diego, number 64, Tony Sergio.
That works. Gotta go for third. Yeah, he'll get a triple. That's great, man. Means we still have a shot at winning this. Fourth triple on the year, too. Merrill was so close to making that play, too. Missed the ball by inches. Now I think... Wait, I need to see. Was I stupid for holding him at third? No, that was the right choice. Because by the time he... To be fair, while he does make it to third here, Bogarts gets the glove as he's just passing third base. I don't know if he makes it home. So we'll let the cards fall where they lie. We're tied.
One and two. Two balls, two strikes.
Now back. Center fielder.
And not many people wanted to show up for the regular season finale.
Leading off with the upper, the left fielder on the plate, Warren Cartwell.
The ones who did show up to this game deserve free tickets to game 1 of the postseason. Wildcard series, you deserve it. That's all it will say. It'll have the Rockies mascot and it'll say, you deserve this. I was going to take him out anyways for Halloween. We can't switch.
One ball, strike.
A chance to win it in the bottom of the ninth. I mean, certainly a choice, I'll say. That's the winning run. Looks like he's going to make it to second. Too early. Oh, close. That would have ended the series, and that would have ended the season. It's got to be one of those that just flies out. I want to walk. I want the walk. That's not going to be enough. The winning run is at third base. Damn. So close. I thought that was a sinker or the cutter. That would have been a base hit. Nope! The Rockies are going to walk it off to end the regular season. Aaron Schunk, the late game hero. Another disappointing outcome for the Padres. Another disappointing season all around. Serious questions will have to be considered for this franchise moving forward. Despite all the money they spent, over $500 million likely, it is not it hasn't netted a World Series, not even a postseason appearance in this series at least. The 28 men on this roster now head into the postseason for the second consecutive year. Unlikely heroes, man. They were chopping it up. Seven hits. Do 8 3 runs. I think if I were the Padres this offseason, I'm probably trading Machado, Arias. One of them has to go. You gotta free up some money somehow. I think you can bring back, if it makes sense, you bring back Yanier Diaz. Try and see if you can bring him back. But you gotta free up money somewhere. Because I don't think you can trade Xander Bogaerts at this point in his career. Maybe Machado. Maybe Arias. Probably Arias. He may have the most value. Went through nearly the entire damn bullpen. That's fine. Esteury Ruiz gets player of the game. I don't know about that. I mean, the home run was nice, but I think I would have given it to Shunk, Rocchio, someone to have gotten the team in position to win this game. .97-65 is officially now the most wins in a single season in Colorado Rockies history. They haven't won this many games since 2009, where they went 92-70. Now on to Double-A action. So the Biscuits and the Smokies. Biscuits are Tampa Bay's minor league team. They have a chance to close out the series against the Knoxville, I believe that's what they are. Knoxville Smokies. That's the other one. And then there's this one, the Kansas City double A affiliate, the Naturals against the Rockhounds. Rockhounds are one game from winning it all, though. I believe Rockhounds are the Mets team. No, the Rockhounds are the A's. They're one away from winning it all. What about AAA? Oh, AAA resulted in the Rainiers losing in 3 to the Express. The Express won it. The whole shebang, the whole caboodle, king caboodle. Well, actually, no, they had to play Nashville. I forgot about that. I forgot. The thing is, though, is because where's Nashville's? So Nashville loses to the Express. They won it all, the whole king caboodle. A change that I don't know if I made this change already, but I remembered that because the International League placed the Pacific to win the AAA title, I wanted to give a team the opportunity. I think I made this choice last year. I'm not sure. I actually need to check. Because of them playing against each other, I know that AAA, that means only one team gets the rating boost. I actually need to make sure if I actually what did I do? What did I do? Oh, I haven't done that yet. Okay, then this year we'll make it official. Because the Pacific Coast League and the International League are separate, they still end up playing this very competitive series of 3. And I want to give those teams that win a ratings boost because I think they earn it. As weird as that sounds. Because it's like the Rainiers make it, the Express beat them, and the Express went on to beat Nashville. So I think they should, from now on, you win your conference title, you get a potential boost in. This is for AAA. You win your conference or your league title, you get a potential boost +1. And then you win the whole shebang kin caboodle, you get another one. So that's to balance it out. So I'm gonna make that change. It's not fair because not many teams then make a potential boost. Not many teams can get a potential boost. I forgot about that because it was so weird having to win. We won and then went up against our opponent. Our AAA team made the playoffs in 26, went on a 3-game series, won the 3-game series, and then had to play one more game to win it all. I just think that's goofy. So there's more to play for in AAA than there will be in AA. I think in AA, there's still enough teams that can win. You have like this here. Both have to play an actual series, so I think it's fine to do it only for AAA, given the weird nature of it. But at least with AA, there will be 2 crowned champions, which right now it's looking like it's going to be the Biscuits. It'll be the Biscuits on one side, and on the other side, it could be us. Still, though, we have to do our dumbass job and finish off Lake Erie. Which means we need to win this game so I can cut the stream and get the playoff stream started. Probably an hour. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get this show on the road. After I fucking change the commentary.
This one bashed to left center. On its way, and that one's out.
Norman, you're not starting this game. Fuck no. You will be out there as a reserve. Yeah, we're gonna start Jack O'Loughlin. We're gonna have him out there first. And then we'll have Fuentes and Tierney and Campbell available. Actually, hold on. Yeah, that should work. All right, team. Let's take this shit serious. A chance to 4-peat. Let's please get this right. Let's do this. Let's get this right. Wrap up this year on a high note.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. All set to bring you Game 2 of the Eastern League Championship Series on the show. It's the Erie Seawolves and the Hartford Yard Goats. First pitch coming your way next.
It is finally time to crown a AA champion.
And on the
And in
hill,
that case,
Jack
an
O'Loughlin.
MLB champion.
Lots of punch-outs, a real strikeout artist. Not many pitchers stand as tall as he does, and that can present a challenge for hitters. They're not used to seeing someone with his height on the bump. That may lead to some more bad swings in the early innings, and it also makes it easier for him to live at the bottom of the zone because it's harder for hitters to get on plane. Digging in for the Seawolves, Rich Sanchez. Fly to left. Montgomery on the way over. Makes
I don't know
the
why I
catch
have
on the
Montgomery
drive.
starting in left field, but that works. Either way.
So up next, Eric Chappell. Sharp grounder, that's through for a knock. So they get a
This is a
run
lineup
for
of
round
lefties,
six.
mind you.
He was all over that one. Might have wanted more launch angle on that to get a shot at a homer, but there are a lot of hits to be gotten when you hit it that hard on the ground. And we'll see if his speed becomes a factor now that he's on first. Next to hit, Chris Bryant. That one misses. Now 3-1. Here it comes. Fouls it off, and now 3-2. Payoff pitch. And that's
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Ump. I appreciate it.
That goes to show you the kind of confidence he has in that pitch. Most pitchers at this level would have gone to the heater on 3-2. And next, the cleanup hitter, George Ridley. Skies it to right field. Martin. And that'll do it.
Man, what a group of guys this has been.
Bottom of the first. No score after half an inning. Welcome back. And pitching in this game, Davis Martin. Here's what we're expecting.
He hasn't started yet for the postseason. This is his first postseason start from the looks of it.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Coming up to the dish now for Hartford, Kirk Driver. The 1-1 offering.
I'm gonna need Loughlin to keep pitching up in the zone. The plan that I think I'm gonna run with,
Here comes the 2-1 pitch.
he needs to pitch somewhere up in the zone, bait them to swing every time. We need them to foul balls off and have them in the field of play.
2-2. And there's a ball.
I need him to go long in this this game. Go far in the game, and we should be able to go far as a team.
A laser into the out.
That's a laser, but yeah,
One down.
right to the center fielder. I needed to be quicker on that swing.
Jose Torres now at the plate. One out and the base is empty.
That's the ball. Ball 3.
Just gotta hang off. Let him be the one making the mistakes. Don't make them for him. There it is.
Lace to right
A
center.
laser. That will be his third double of the postseason.
Round first, hustling for 2.
Not the fastest guy,
With a double,
but
and
still
they
solid
got something
speed
good.
nonetheless.
That's smart hitting to use the count to your advantage like that. He knew the pitcher had to come into the zone, and he found a pitch to hammer. Here's the third baseman, Dwayne Rock. 2-1 pitch coming. And that's downstairs and outside. Three-one now. And ball 4.
That works.
And now, Robbie Martin. Oh, great stop. The throw to second. Back to the pitcher covering. It's a double play. Nicely done. And that'll do it. First frame of the night behind us, and it's 0-0. Top of the second. Now it's the right fielder, number 8.
Nah, just throw up in the zone at this point. Make him foul off.
The lefty readies. Here's the 1-1. That's through there for a strike.
Either it needs to be that strikeout in 3 pitches or 4 pitches, and then it needs to be a foul off in other occasions.
Goes down
That works.
swinging for the strikeout.
4 pitches at a time,
Retired here
rake
in
through every inning, go far, man. You need to go far.
next to hit, Colton Ledbetter.
Dig deep. Dig deep.
Here's the 1-1.
Dig deep.
Swing
That
and
works.
miss, and that's strike 2.
1-2.
Make him foul it off.
Next pitch misses.
Too high.
Ball 2. Swing, high fly ball to center field.
That works.
And now 2 away. Now the third baseman, Jason Pierce. 2 outs and nobody aboard. Fly ball down the line, carrying near the fence, and that drops
Ron,
out.
wish you were faster.
No score here in the second inning. And that one is foul. We'll try again. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Battling here, fouls it away. Pitcher still hasn't found the put-away pitch. 3 straight foul balls. And again on 1 and 2.
There it
Swings
is.
through it for the K. Nice job out there as he
Took a
gets
little
the
longer than I
1-2
wanted to,
free.
but
We go to
he's
the
out
bottom of the
regardless.
second inning. No score.
Again, I just need the pitch to be somewhere up, tempt them to swing at it, get them through as many runs as possible,
Bottom of the inning. Now at the
and then the
dish,
offense will eventually wake up and run away with this. So it's a matter of patience, and we just got to do that. Just be patient.
Swings through it.
2-2.
And that's off the inside edge.
Want to see more from him. The hero of game 1. Does he have one more in him?
Spoils the 2-strike offering. Another coming
Close.
up. Now the payoff pitch. Fights it off. We'll see another.
He can at least be walked. That's a runner on base.
And here comes the 3-2 pitch.
Damn!
The hitter swinging for the strikeout.
Why
Leon
couldn't you
Meadows
just throw it
retired here
somewhere in the
second.
zone, man? Fuck.
Here's the center fielder, Kenny Gomez. And the 1-1.
No, that's the ball.
Comes up empty.
You
Strike
bitch.
2. Been impressive watching how he's attacked both up and down in the zone with excellent command. This pitch misses. Ball 3.
Damn, really?
Center. Chapel under it. And now 2 down. Next to hit for the Yard Goats, Benny Montoya.
This is the worst postseason out of Benny so far. I don't think he's had a postseason this rough. And I think that's just because most teams now have righties. He bats better against lefties.
Nice eye right there. Three-two now. 2 down and nobody aboard. Here in game 2. Time called for just before the payoff pitch. Three and 2 now. And he goes
Damn
out
it.
on strikes. And it's 3 up and
It
3
hooked
down.
out the
This
zone. I
is
didn't think I needed to swing.
no score.
That shit could have gone either way, man.
On to the next inning, digging in, how you lead. This one in the air to right. Pulls it down. Coming up to the dish for Erie, Yerlin Confidant. Top of the third, no score.
That's insane, bro. The fuck you mean ball? I'm not changing the location, bro. It's gotta be up here.
It's under.
That's why. That is why. Literally right there. Anytime these guys tend to swing up and high, they can't time it right. They haven't been able to.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Rich Sanchez. The 3-1 pitch. Late that time, and it's strike 2. I don't know how they break up his rhythm, but they have to find a way after he set down 7 straight. Good plate appearance there, able to take the walk.
That would have been great.
Significant opportunity now with a good runner on first and 2 away. A big secondary lead can turn into a run with a ball in the gap. 2 away and a runner at first. Eric Chappell, runner on the go. Strike in there. Low and safe. That is a stolen base. One-two offering. Swing and a miss.
That works.
And that's the end of the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. We move on to the bottom of the 3rd. We're all tied, 0-0. All set for the bottom of the 3rd. Stepping in, Adolfo Alfonso. Pitch misses there. And the count 2-1. Swing and a rocket.
Oh, beautiful hit.
If one hops off the wall, might be trouble. He makes the turn and digs.
Great double by Alfonso.
With a leadoff double. He showed good patience and discipline in working the count, and it paid dividends. That's some textbook batting. Found a pitch in the heart of the zone, held back just a hair.
Thank goodness the left fielder couldn't anticipate where it was going, man. If he times that right, he gets the out in left field.
Here's the speedy catcher, Jesus Rodriguez. Edge of the zone for a strike.
I can take my time. I'm real, like I said, man. As long as we throw in a spot where they can't hit the ball from, I'm not concerned about some of these. Oh, there we go.
Base hit.
Oh, fuck that.
Stop sign goes up at 3rd. Runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Just hold off for now. No, there's no outs yet. We can take that shot.
Right there we saw a fastball that was
I was good. As I was saying, as long as we throw it in a spot where they can't hit the ball, I'm not stressing out about our batting. We just need to pitch in the right spot and be patient at the plate. That's a shot,
It's carrying.
but it's gonna be a flyer.
Makes the catch. Runner tags from 3rd. The throw is offline and the
Zoe runs in.
score.
Driver with the sacrifice fly.
Here in game 2. Digging in now for the Yard Goats, Jose Torres. Definitely wants to avoid hitting an easy bouncer here. A grounder in the infield should be an inning-ending double play. That one finds the zone, and it's 1-2.
Strikeout or not, I'm not swinging at this
Run in the
next
inning
one.
so far. Here in game
I don't
2.
plan for it to be in anywhere where I want it to be in the middle.
That
Told
one
you.
misses. Now 2-2.
Do not have to swing. We don't want to.
Martin picks to first and back in safely. In the dirt, but blocked. Runner at first, 1 away. And ball 4.
Told you. Don't need to swing. Bro cannot find the zone.
Coming up to the dish
That's
now
all
for
we need.
Hartford, Dwayne Rock. And 1-2.
I just need to time the swing better. Swung way too early.
Couldn't hold back.
Told you.
Up on strikes. Now 2 away.
His slider is super slow and it's fucking me up.
comes the 1-1 pitch. Right through there for a strike. First and second, 2 down. And a swing and a miss.
Okay, I thought that thing was gonna slide down into the zone.
1 run in the inning, but they leave a pair aboard. And on to the 4th inning in game 2. The Yard Goats out in front, 1-0.
Bro's lucky. Bro's so fucking lucky.
As we go to the top of the 4th,
Jesus
stepping to the
Christ.
plate for Erie, Chris Bryant. One ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. That one fouled off. He's done well so far, but we'll see what adjustments the heart of the order make for him the second time around. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Need you to strike him out here. Come on, Jack. Come on, Jackie boy. Gotta get him out.
Just missed
That doesn't work.
outside the zone. What a take with 2 strikes. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Leadoff batter retired in the 4th. Now up, George Ridley. 1 out and the base is empty. Next pitch in for a strike. Fights that one off, will reset and do it again. Now the 1-2 pitch. Down in the dirt, swing and a miss.
Come on, Jesus.
First,
Thank you.
Time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop, 3rd strike. Next up for the Seawolves, number 8.
Bro has just no audio. That's crazy.
A little
Gotta give
out
him
of
something,
this.
man. Jesus.
It's been a good outing so far on the hill, but he's not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes. If he doesn't get a little more efficient, things could go south. Got the batter swinging. Picks up the 7th strikeout of the ball game. They go down 1-2-3.
Like I said, up, locate the top of the zone, try to get them to swing at something. They foul it off, but right now they're just striking everything out.
At the dish in the bottom of the 4th. The concession stand here in Hartford has plenty of local favorites, including steamed cheeseburgers and lobster rolls. So stop by to grab a bite. Swing and a miss.
I did not make contact with the ball.
1 gone leading off the 4th. Looks like he doesn't want to hand the ball off to the bullpen just yet. Impressive work. Kenny Gomez will hit next. Close, but called a ball. Activity in the bullpen. Person Gary.
Oh, by the way, who's their catcher right now? The fuck?
Rabito up and throwing. Miller getting loose as well. Now a high
Nope,
fly
fucked
ball
up.
to left center. Chappell drifts
Again, why did
in.
you swing at that? You had a 3-1 count.
And there's 2 down.
You idiot. I would really like to not win this game 1-0. Let's get some cushion runs,
Stepping to the
please.
plate for Hartford, Benny Montgomery.
God, Benny's having hell right now. Bro might need to move to single or class A.
This one high in
He doesn't
the
get
air
his
up to
shit
left
right.
center.
And it's not
Benny.
gonna come from this swing.
Makes the play, and it's out number 3. We've played 4 full. The Yard Goats on top, 1-0. All set for the start of this inning, and now the DH, Colton Ledbetter.
Damn it.
Now a full count with another power hitter waiting on deck. I'd expect him to try and put a fastball in the zone to avoid the leadoff walk. The hitter might be able to exploit that. In the air to the right. And there's one away.
Works for me.
Just missed that one a bit. A half-inch closer to the sweet spot, and it might have gotten down for a hit. Here's the third baseman, Jason Pierce. And that's ball 4.
That's okay.
One gone and a runner on at first. At the plate, How You Lee. Swing lifts it to shallow left field. Out number 2. Just a shade too early with the swing, and the mechanics might have broken down a bit. He needs to try to put that up the middle instead of yanking it to the pull side. Now at the plate, Yerlin Confidant. That one fouled off. 2-2 now.
Bitch, his power is 28. Fuck you mean he's hitting home runs like that? Fuck you mean his foul balls are going into the stands? No, he's hitting with power. Why the fuck would I make? Why would I make his job easier with a change?
Got it.
There.
Out number 3.
See what I mean? Bro's like,
One runner
throw a
left on
circle
base.
change
They're down 1.
and let him hit a home run. You are fucking smoking crack.
Now pitching for
Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Bruce Zimmerman.
RIP his last game, bro. Cost him a championship. Had he finished this off in game 1 yesterday, man,
Digging in
they would have
now
been
for the
able to come into this
Adolfo
with a lot of cushion.
Alfonso.
They would not be playing with their backs against the wall. Now they don't have a choice.
1 ball, 1 strike. Fly ball, left field,
That was worth it.
and there's 1 down. Next to hit for the Yard Goats, Jesus Rodriguez. High fly ball down the line and left.
Not need to swing at that. You're a dumbass.
That's a well-executed pitch. He got him out in front on the pitch away and earned the fly out. The lineup flips over. Next up, Kirk Driver. That just missed. 2 outs, base is empty. Top of the zone for a called strike. Ground ball to the right side and handles that one. There
That's
was
unlucky.
time. Inning over. So they make short work of them there. 5 innings down. Hartford ahead in this game, 1-0. Top of the 6th inning. Digging in for the Seawolves, Rich Sanchez.
Up top.
And the 2-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter here in the 6th. And now the center fielder, Eric Chappell. The 1-1 offering. On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul. Here's the 1-2 offering. Skies it out towards left center. Makes a nice grab on a full
The
swing.
speed of Benny Montgomery. He hasn't been hitting great at all this postseason, but his fielding and speed has been crucial
And now the first
to us
baseman,
sweeping our
Chris
first
Bryant.
round series and here in the championship being how many outs? We're in the 6. 3, 6. We're 9. We're 10 outs away from a 4th championship. Oh shit. Come on, Kenny. You gotta get that, Kenny. You gotta get there, Kenny. Come on.
Brings it in at the wall.
Woo, Chris Bryant is trying to get revenge on me, bro. I sent that man out immediately. I didn't even take time. I didn't even give him a chance in 2025. I sent him out immediately to Detroit. He wants revenge. All the slight I gave him at the start of the year.
I'm Ben Gelman in the booth. And leading off the bottom of the 6th, Jose
You fucking kidding me? I didn't check that in time.
Retired in the 6th. And here is Dwayne Rock. 1-1 pitch now. Grounder to third.
Great base hit by Dwayne Roth. He's gonna get in scoring position.
And heading for second.
Gets to second base.
With a 1-out double. And that's an advantage count paying off for the hitter. That one might as well have been placed on a tee right down the middle, a hitter's dream and a pitcher's nightmare. Stepping to the plate for Hartford, Robbie Martin. Chance to
They're a
reload
better
as
option.
he asks for time.
No. Ramon's got a lot of time to work in the farm system, man.
And he grounds it to the right side. Stops it on a slide to first. Nicely done for the out.
I mean, at least he moved Roth over, so there's that.
Just rolled over on it as a result. So 2 down now, and here at the plate, Nelson Reyes. Here comes the 1-1. 2 outs and a runner in scoring
We need the
position.
runner in.
That misses. 3-1. Tough spot for him on the mound. He can't just lob it in there with a good hitter like this at the dish.
Come on, Reyes.
Field line and deep.
Come on.
It's fair, it's gone. And it's a foul ball, but it had the distance. That's great contact, but just ahead of the pitch, and it went foul because of that. Gotta stay back. The third, Pierce.
So close to making Zimmerman pay like game 1.
And that's the inning. A double
Ah.
inning, but the runner is stranded.
Ah!
7th inning now in game 2. The Yard Goats out in front, 1-0.
Why did I sound like my arm was getting twisted? What the fuck is wrong with me?
We go to the top of the 7th. Coming up,
God damn, 98 pitches. Bro is locked in. Homeboy is locked in. I told you.
Tying run aboard. Hit in the air, right field. Martin. 1 up, 1 down. The lefty closing in on pitch number 100. And the next batter, the right fielder.
A
number
fucking
8.
one hitter to this point, man. Insane.
Here comes the 1-1 pitch.
And he still has plenty of juice.
And they say he went.
We need him to strikeouts or foul off at this point. So, no dilly-dallying. Strike him out!
Lifted
That
in the
works.
air, right field.
Come on, Martin.
Pretty deep.
Get that out.
Makes the catch, and there's 2 down. And now it's going to be Colton Ledbetter. The Yard Goats trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the late stages of Game 2. And it's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece there, we'll do it again.
Please let the... Please, no. No home runs, please.
And now the 1-2. Fly ball to center.
Come on, Gomez. Get there, get there, get there. He's gonna get there. He didn't get it, no!
Gets down, could be trouble. Here's the throw. Not in time. He's safe. Not many hitters can make that kind of contact.
I shouldn't have dove. I shouldn't have dove.
On a 2-strike count, and
We
he
had
got the
it.
barrel on it.
I dove because I didn't think I'd get there in time. I didn't realize how close Kenny got. Also, his position was hot garbage. I really thought he'd get there.
The batter now, Jason Pierce.
Yet.
The 2-1 pitch. He swings and fouls one off. That misses the zone, and it's 3-2. Excellent take. And that's a walk. Runners on the corners and 2 out. Stepping to the plate for Erie, how you lead.
Oh no.
This one in the air, down the line.
Come on, buddy. Let's go!
Inning over. That
Clutch fielding!
missed opportunity. 2 left on base. They still trail 1-0. Bottom of the 7th. Here's the center fielder, Kenny Gomez.
Save the fuck out of our season. Holy shit.
Grounder to the left side, and that's just foul. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. And that's in the dirt. Action in the pen down there. Brett DeGus, the right-handed sinker baller, looks to be getting ready. Bowden warming up as well. Next one misses.
Thank
And
God.
that's 3-2.
Curve, sweeper, circle, sinker.
Strike
Damn it.
out without a swing. Leadoff
I didn't get
batter
the
set
I
down
didn't get
to
the swing.
7.
Only the stride, not the swing.
Coming up to the dish now for Hartford, Benny Montgomery. And the 1-1. Way out front for strike 2. Out in front on that off-speed pitch. Everything got going a little too early there. Not close with that one. Swing and
God
miss,
damn.
that's a K.
He hasn't hit shit all postseason, man. At this rate, I don't think that's happening.
Now for the Yard Goats, Adolfo Alfonso. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Late on that fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Pitch misses. Ball 2. And a foul ball, so he stays alive.
Damn,
Hard hit, left side. Sends it to first.
not close.
Room to spare, and that's the inning. 8th inning coming up next. We go to the 8th. Digging in for the Seawolves, Yerlin Confidant. Next offering is upstairs. Sanchez, waiting for a turn at the plate. Fouls it off, and now 3-2. Swings
Thank you.
for the K. Leadoff batter out here in the 8th. So digging in, Rich Sanchez.
As long as he can get through to Chappell, I'd be pretty content with Jack's performance. A near complete game. Over 7 innings pitched. Can't be mad.
And the tying run is aboard. Eric Chappell getting ready to hit.
His arm's finna be like grated noodles. Jesus Christ.
And now 2-2. With the speedy runner at first and a hitter with good wheels too, the infielders know they need a hard-hit grounder if they're going to turn two. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Wouldn't be surprised to see the runner break from first, trying to stay out of the double play. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss.
Woo!
2 out.
And that'll do for Jack for the night.
Chris Bryant.
Mad Jack with a hell of a performance. We now put the game in McCormick's hands.
Looks ready to make the move. Jack O'Loughlin gives way.
Man, our manager geeking, bro. That boy's smiling.
And we'll be back after a quick break to tell you about the new pitcher.
4 walks, 2 hits surrendered, and not a single run allowed.
The game, Ray McCormick.
All we have to do is keep doing the same shit. That's all it
The
takes.
Seawolves with the go-ahead run in the batter's box. Move to first. Sanchez.
That motherfucker jumpy.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone. On a cold night like this, every batter is dreading getting jammed on a high 90s fastball like that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count with 2 away. Decent movement on that slider, but he needs to bring it a little closer to the plate. That one was way outside, and the batter was able to take it more easily. Throw to first. Sanchez back in standing. Here's the 2-2. Swings and misses. It's a
3 outs
and
from the
back
4th
in
consecutive
the inning.
championship.
One runner left stranded. Still behind. 1-0 to score. Righty reliever out of the pen, Brett DeGus. Among his weapons is an outstanding curveball. Don't be surprised to see him go to it in big situations. Well, it's a 1-run ball game. And now, Jesus Rodriguez.
He actually bats better against righties than Rosario.
1 ball,
Weirdly
1
enough.
strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Next pitch clips the zone. Count even at 2. That
3
one
balls,
missed.
2 strike.
Damn, really?
And that's one
So you were just willing to walk me if I didn't swing. Okay, that's good to know.
Kurt Driver, the next to hit. 2-1 now. Hard hit left field for a base knock. Around first, hustling for 2. Chance at a triple. Relay to third. He's in there.
He's safe! He's safe! He's safe!
No surprise we saw something hittable.
Oh my goodness, bro. I was like, this is probably a bad idea, but I'm going to let him go for the triple anyways. And I thought he was going to be out. So close. Holy shit.
Third and 1 gone. Stepping to the plate for Hartford, Jose Torres. Swings through it.
That was the one.
1 ball, 2 strike.
I seriously need an insurance run. Insurance run, please. Damn.
For the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Huge strikeout, and now the infielders can move back a bit. A lot of ways to get that third out and keep the runner from scoring. So up next, Dwayne Roth.
Come on, Roth. Yeah! There's the insurance run.
Scores from third. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2. Nice opposite field hitting, and that goes back to all the work he puts in trying to use the whole field. You can see it during every round of batting practice. He really makes a concerted effort to spray the ball all over the yard. 2 outs and a runner at first. And now the right fielder, Robbie Martin. This out to center. Chappell in and to the right. Brings it in for the out.
We have 2 runs on the board, and we're 3 outs away from a 4th consecutive championship. We just need to hold it. Just hold it. Just hold on to it. We got it. Dwayne Roth, man, what a clutch at bat out of him. He's gonna be seriously good when we get him to the show.
Pitch misses, and the count is now 3-1. Getting squeezed a bit here in the late going. That's a strike across the top of the zone. Not a great showing from their offense so far. One of these hitters has to find a way to spark something and get them some runs. Payoff pitch.
There it is. Worth it. It was so worth doing that to him, man.
One away. Next up for the
I was like,
single,
throw him off. Fuck him up on that 2-seam. And it worked. Thank God it did.
And now the full count offering.
There it is.
Swinging.
They are down to their last out.
Stepping to the plate for Erie, Colton Ledbetter.
Come on, Ray. Send us home, Ray. Send us to the 4-peat. Send us to the locker room with champagne.
In the air.
Yeah! Yeah!
They have done it. They're the champions of the Eastern League.
We've done it again! Another Eastern League championship! 4 years in a row! The dream season, the dream team. Over 100 games played by nearly everyone on this team. The late season changes, the late swap outs for guys like Gabriel Hughes. All of it to accumulate this type of run. I wish they would actually show some better expressions, man. Good lord. I just want to look around at everyone's reactions. They all have damn near the same reaction. That was the bench. This is the bench's reaction to winning 4 consecutive championships. San Diego Studios, everyone. Complete and total laziness. Bro, we should have guys be hanging on like the railing, ready to jump. Like, why we got guys on the bench? Look at one of our managers he's ready to get back into the locker room. Bro wants to go home. He got shit to do. He trying to go home and eat. How come we don't have guys like hanging off the railings, guys waiting by the stairs? They should be ready to like celebrate. Once they see that fly ball, they should be jumping out of their seats, running out to the field. I'm telling you, man, it would be so much more immersive if we had better animations from San Diego Studios. They could easily make the most immersive franchise mode of all 4 major sports games, but they just don't do it. Like, we got like, I want you all to see this. This is what I'm referring to. Literally, Reyes and Roth hit the same celebration emote. Torres and Rodriguez hit the same celebration emote. And then if you look in the outfield and just watch, the simultaneous animation between McCormick and Montgomery. I'm gonna say though, this is a funny picture. That's a really funny picture. Put that shit on the news. Put that shit in the Hartford, Connecticut paper for tomorrow. And all we did was accumulate 6 hits. That's it. That's all we did. That's all we did, bro. What a season from the Yard Goats, man. Not everyone hit well this postseason, but guys did their job when they needed to, man. I'm more surprised we only had 2 guys reach base by walks. I thought we had more guys out there, but I guess when you strike out 10 times, that happens. Seriously, I gotta tune down the strikeout counter. Jack O'Loughlin with one of the best performances I've ever seen from a pitcher. 7 2/3 innings pitch. 2 hits surrendered, 4 walks surrendered, and not a single run allowed while accumulating 13 or 11 strikeouts. And Ray McCormick, the only save he got. 2 strikeouts. Not a single hit, run, or walk allowed from him. I'm so proud of these guys, man. I really am. I just have to... If I can mute real quick. I'm really proud of this team in particular. I think I'm more proud of them than the first 3. Not to say those 3 that there's no competition in that regard. It's just this team had guys get traded off the team and swapped out. In particular, the Gabriel Hughes trade to Cleveland, sending him out and replacing him with Ryan Tierney because he was developing really well. He was progressing at a rapid pace in our farm system, and I just said, you know what? Let's give him the shot. Let's give the 19-year-old some opportunity. Let's put him up. Let's give him an opportunity with the AA team as they prep for the postseason. It was a questionable decision at the time. I think a lot of members of the team were confused by that choice, but Gabriel Hughes wasn't going to reach his potential. Not in this organization. Maybe he can in Cleveland. Who knows? But we needed to do something, and I felt like this was the right choice. Other than that, the injuries to Nelson Reyes in particular was really detrimental, but thank goodness he made it back in time for the postseason, because it is crazy. He got a shoulder separation or something, but his long-term injury cut his regular season like in half. If he doesn't make the postseason roster for the AA team, we don't win the series. At least we don't sweep them to winning the series. Maybe we still win game 2, but we don't win game 1. And now we would play a third game, game 3. Thanks to him, that's no longer a possibility. He made it back just in time to hit that 3-run shot in game 1 to take the game and to seal game 1 for us and allow us to sweep the Seawolves at home. We swept both of our opponents, the Patriots and the Seawolves. They didn't have a shot. We crushed them, especially the Patriots. And the Seawolves, they gave us a run for our money, man. They give them a round of applause. Give them their flowers, man. They made me sweat bullets last night, and they made me stress out this game. No matter what I tried to do, they had some form of a counter. A strike in the middle when I least expected it. Pitches that put me in a jam. Like, they kept it close for as long as they could, man. It's just really unfortunate that our lineup was able to outperform them in the end. The more hits you generate, the better your odds of getting runs in will be. And with that being said, the AA postseason has come to an end for us. We have won it all. Now, I'm not going to deal with the rating adjustments yet because I still got to see what happens with Montgomery and their opponent. But, again, I'm really happy with the way things turned out. I think Jack O'Loughlin, he has given himself new life with this team. I want to keep him in the long run. In fact, I'm actually curious about putting him up to AAA after the season, if not up to the show. But it depends on a few factors for next season. But I'm so happy with this team. An absolute dominant year from start to finish. There were very few signs of struggles, and we basically cruised our way to another championship. Sorry about that. Apparently my cat got off his leash. He was outside in the backyard. As I was saying, the only sign of concern I had was in game 1, and that was a high-scoring affair. Either way, we win. We won it all. This team did a bang-up job. They shut down a batting lineup that was already having their own struggles. Like I said, man, give the Seawolves their flowers. I want them to have their flowers, man. I mean, they went into Altoona's home field and beat them 2-0 and 6. They shut their batters down. They completely shut them down. They didn't even have a shot. And this lineup was giving me trouble at times during the season. Like, they got Jacob Reimer, who should at some point be in the show. I guess he's not working out too well. I gotta say, man, I think we fleeced the hell out of Pittsburgh for that. Jacob Reimer for a struggling Ray McCormick who completely changed. We completely fine-tuned his mechanics. He was probably throwing all over the mound. And instead, now we made him this fastball threat, this absolute gas can. I mean, 2 hits all game. They had 29 guys hit for them, and they got shut down entirely. Like, again, give these guys their flowers. Chris Bryant's last hurrah. A home run in game 2. How did he do in game 1? Only 1 run scored after walking. Yeah, man, give him his flower. Give these guys their flowers. They definitely deserve it, man. They gave me a run for my money. They gave both us and they beat the curve. They upset the curve, and they gave me a run for my money. I'm actually happy with how things turned out, man. Thank you all. Thank you, Lake Erie, for the incredibly dominant or incredibly competitive 2 games, man. It could have easily swayed their favor. All it took was 1 swing of the bat from Nelson Reyes and 2 swings of the bat from game 2. All they needed was 1 guy to just hit something, and they would have shaken up the entire situation. So I'm pretty glad that things did not work out, or I'm pretty glad things worked out in our favor, and I'm glad we were able to win it. See, I might have to do the same. Okay, so let me get this straight. So Rockhounds, they played, right? They played. So these 2 played. These 2 played. I might even have to. Let me look. I lost their home game and had to go on the road to beat the Cardinals at Springfield. Okay, but that's their Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Yeah, so there was 3 separate AA championships. Yeah, so we'll have 3 different champions. So there's 3 different champions every year. And then there's 2 league champions in AAA. So they had their conference, the Pacific, right? Yeah, the Pacific Coast League Championship. And then there's the International League. So if I have it right now. So Nashville's team will receive a rating boost. Nashville receives a rating boost for beating the Mets, the +1, and they receive that. That's all they'll get. The Express will receive 1 for this and +1 for beating the Sounds. Right? Yeah, that was the only game. So it's 1 AAA game for a championship. That's what I mean. Like, it's not enough. It takes 1 game, and you just have to get there in the first place. That's why I want to give the that's why I'm gonna do this from now on, starting now. +1 to the runner-up of the AAA championship because they won their semifinal series, and +2 for the person who wins the whole shebang, the whole kit caboodle, the winner of the AAA championship. That's how it'll work from now on. But with that being said, we have Major League Baseball postseason action in the next stream. These are the brackets. We get to host the Giants, but should we win in 2 or 3 games, We have to play the Dodgers in the NLDS, which will be a much tougher task than last year against the Diamondbacks. Personally, I think if we had the roster now in 27, I think we beat the Diamondbacks in that NLDS. We had them for games 3 and 4, but we just couldn't close it out. So, the wild card in the other bracket is Mets hosting the Phillies, and the winner of that goes into Milwaukee. On the other side, in the American League, the Red Sox host the Yankees in one American wildcard series. Then it's Seattle and Toronto in the opposite bracket. The winner of the Yankees-Red Sox series will have to play the O's, and the winner of the Seattle-Toronto series will have to play Kansas City. So, fingers crossed, if I had to choose, I would love a Baltimore-Seattle rematch in the ALCS. It's crazy to say that considering last year's outcome and how the Mariners struggled to end the year. Either way, I think they have the better team than Kansas City. And given the circumstances, I think they would be able to push the O's to the brink this time around. At the very least, they should be able to with their batting lineup. On the other, and then for the National League, obviously, hopefully we can beat the Giants, advance, take on the Dodgers, and go from there. But it's going to have to start in game 1, which won't be now. I might be able to get back on later tonight. We'll just have to see. I want to take a break. I want to get myself together. Take a second to rest. With that being said, thank you guys.